On April 13, 2013, in Asbest town, Russia, motor rally Asbest Ясный-Житикара has started. In these cities, there are situated leading Russian and Kazakh ХРИЗОТИЛ companies. The objective of this event was to show that ХРИЗОТИЛ industry has got a future. An organizer of the event was the International Alliance of Trade Union Organizations ХРИЗОТИЛ, led by Andrew Kolzakov. Participants of the rally, workers and leaders of trade union organizations of ХРИЗОТИЛ industry, joined together to draw attention of world mass media on the issue of ХРИЗОТИЛ containing products and confront anti-asbestos campaign. Organizers of the rally organized lively and unusual start. On this day, in Asbest City Sports Center, there were organized Aikido competitions. More than 100 fans of martial arts of different ages and qualifications from Novouralsk, Kamenuralsk, Yekaterinburg, Asbest and Reptinsky participated in the competitions. Philosophy of Aikido is that the best fight is a fight which never occurs. We have got the same approach to anti-asbestos campaign. War is not needed, but we are not going to surrender. Aikido helps to discover the human inner world, the leader of Asbestos Aikido Club Reflection, Mr. Vahmin, said. He's been engaging in this sport for more than 20 years and obtained serious results. He has got the fifth dan. He has got many students and followers. He explained, in martial arts everything is founded on antagonism. One man confronts to each other. But in Aikido it's not so. We are the partners. Our followers learn very well at school, graduate from universities, do successful career, because they should work in a team. Parents of many students work at Uralasbest, and young men will work there too. Andrew Kolzakov, the leader of the International Alliance of Trade Unions Organizations ХРИЗОТИЛ, agrees with this forward. The man who may defend himself, he will defend his native city and industry, founded by his grandparents and parents. In Asbest town there is a style of Aikido which has long been forgotten in Japan. Today in Asbestos town athletes come and learn with us in the town of Asbest, the so-called Dead City, learn that many decades ago had been already forgotten in Japan. And I thought it would be symbolic as our rally will begin with a demonstration of this school, with a demonstration of our young people, our children, and it's also very symbolic in my view that the basic principles of Aikido are very close to us. The defenders of ХРИЗОТИЛ, advocates of controlled use of ХРИЗОТИЛ. The basic principle of Aikido, never to surrender, use the power of the enemy in their own interests, and most importantly, do not let the blood in fights. I think that the style of the Alliance ХРИЗОТИЛ, as in opposition to our opponents, which are now sometimes hysterical, and we are for discussion at a consensus. We are ready to discuss and negotiate. Therefore, a symbol of today's event from Asbest town, it is a boy in kimono which helps his older brothers to protect our ХРИЗОТИЛ and our city. And one else, some common event, children group of famous Asbest brass band is playing. Art director and band master Mr. Shamshev is pleased with the new program and performance of children. But children were surprised. The band master is wearing kimono because he has got the second dan in Aikido. And after the concert he will enter the tatami. Shamshev said that Asbest was not his native town, but it was his destiny, and all tales about in town were nothing else but myths of wicked people.
Когда я сюда ехал, впервые увидел город, мне не показался он мертвым, он зеленый. Все мои знакомые, родственники приезжали, мне наоборот говорят, вы живете в санатории. там сосны кругом.
The chairman of Asbest Duma, Mr. Beloshekin, welcomes participants of the competitions, ready to start the fight for the victory, and activists which are going to distant way and ready to show the perspective of ХРИЗОТИЛ way. He is sure that Asbest citizens never surrender their positions, and in the fight for ХРИЗОТИЛ, social mind will win without fail. By wishing success to sportsmen, the team of participants of the rally took seats in cars. There were posters on the cars. Use. Defend our right to work by profession. ХРИЗОТИЛ asbestos is a wealth of our homeland. Asbest citizens seen in the streets unusual buses neighborly walked from them behind. The first stop was at the exit road from Asbest near Stone Symbol and then into ХРИЗОТИЛ way. Good way. Okay, come on. Two crews of the rally for ХРИЗОТИЛ reached Yasny town after 16 hours. 1,100 kilometers was the first stage of ХРИЗОТИЛ way through Sverdlovsk, Chelyabinsk and Orенбург regions. Delegation of Uralасбест included 8 guys, journalists, cameramen and 2 drivers. The average age of command's members was 30 years. The total experience of work of all members in ХРИЗОТИЛ industry was 800 years. Practically all participants were from ХРИЗОТИЛ dynasties of Uralасбест. All the enterprises where their grandparents, elder relatives worked, and today their parents, wives, brothers and sisters working. Use of Uralасбест stand for ХРИЗОТИЛ. Use of ХРИЗОТИЛ industry can't allow to close their enterprises in the towns of Асбест, Ясный and Житикара. In Yasny town, the delegation was accepted by General Director of Orенбург Minerals, Mr. Golm, Executive Director Mr. Molotchkov, Chief of Trade Union Mrs. Shadrova. They spoke about general issue, how to confront to business war, anti-asbestos campaign intended to elimination of ХРИЗОТИЛ industry and Russia and CIS countries. The finding was clear and optimistic. When we are together, we are invincible. More than 300 people gathered at the meeting to say no to asbestos ban. They came from workplaces directly in their overalls and helmets, listened to speakers, actively spoke and voted.
Я считаю, надо сплотиться, объединиться и доказать всем, что асбест не настолько вреден, сколько говорят о нем.
Мы работаем много лет, я считаю, что ХРИЗОТИЛ безопасен.
Не такой уж он и страшный, как его описывают. Не знаю. Судя даже по отцу, он работал, никаких заболеваний, ничего нет.
Trade union leaders from Uralасбест and Оренбург Minerals spoke about International Day of ХРИЗОТИЛ Protection and how to confront anti-asbestos lobby. In the hall there were posters. Defend rights of ХРИЗОТИЛ workers. Don't allow our native town to die. Trade unions stand for ХРИЗОТИЛ.
Без комбината города жизни не будет.
Я не понимаю, вот как люди хотят закрыть такие города, как, допустим, Асбест, Ясный, Житикара. Это же градообразующие предприятия.
The keynote of the meeting is that ХРИЗОТИЛ asbestos is the safest type of asbestos in controlled conditions. Don't allow to ban ХРИЗОТИЛ because it is the future for our workers and families. Participants of the rally arrived to Житикара town on the eve of International Day of ХРИЗОТИЛ Protection. On Tuesday, April the 16th, 2013, there were organized a number of events, during which participants of the rally and the Chief of Directors Council of Костанай Minerals, Mr. Jusupov, visited production area and social buildings built with the aid of the enterprise, and then the meeting was held. We are not defending a stone, a mineral, Andrew Kolzakov said. We defend our work, our families, our children, our lives. Our enterprises are town-formating enterprises, and during our rally in 1,500 ХРИЗОТИЛ kilometers, we are going to say our tough no to opponents of ХРИЗОТИЛ. While we are together, we are invincible. The rally Ясный-Житикара is our answer to anti-asbestos lobby. We draw public attention to tell. You claim that ХРИЗОТИЛ asbestos is deadly, but we are here. The people working with ХРИЗОТИЛ every day look at us. We are different age. We live in the different cities, but there are a lot of us and all of us are happy, alive and healthy. We believe you last will see and will hear us, Mr. Jusupov said.
Наша профсоюзная организация Костанайские минералы с тяжелых времен. Профсоюзная организация.
Our trade union organization continues to work. We are patriots of the city, of our country, saved a lot of lives and jobs. Live to ХРИЗОТИЛ asbestos, work for us. Such posters were situated in 3 languages, Kazakh, Russian and English, in a hall where the meeting took place. The loaded word for protection of a mineral was told by Vladimir Kamenskih, the chairman of the Union of Use of the ХРИЗОТИЛ industry.
Нашу комбинату исполнилось в 2012 году 90 лет.
Our company celebrated its 90th anniversary in 2012. There are people who are of the same age as our company in our city. They live in our city and we are young people just not have the moral right to betray them. There are people who are 94, 95, 96 years. These people who were at the origin of our city, of our company that gave us the opportunity to live and work with dignity, we must do all we can in order to protect our future, our enterprise. We stand for ХРИЗОТИЛ. Storm of applause from the public met an emotional speech of honorable citizen of Житикара, the veteran of ХРИЗОТИЛ industry, Mr. Murtazin. He gave a farewell word to the young people, not to allow a ban of ХРИЗОТИЛ, to work against the enemies of industry, to keep the industry created by older generations.
Чему нас привести хотят лоббисты какие-то?
What do lobbyists want? There is uranium, arsenic and other poisons. Are they harmless or what? Should we ban everything? So, there are the same methods and techniques of rational, reasonable use. If there are shortcomings, we should talk about them, not to close the entire industry. The head of the Service of Occupational and Industrial Safety of Kostanay Minerals, Mr. Semenderov, told that the enterprise, the number of measures on decrease of dust concentrations and workplaces is carried out, environmental problems are solved, and that in controlled conditions, ХРИЗОТИЛ isn't more dangerous than other materials. Our mineral is not so terrible as our opponents say. One of the main priorities is the health and safety of our employees. Therefore, representatives of the ХРИЗОТИЛ industry of these largest companies of the world, Ураласбест, Оренбург Minerals, Костанай Minerals, vote for the use of ХРИЗОТИЛ under controlled conditions, for stability in the industry, for the future of families and labor collectives. A rally included 1,500 kilometers from Europe to the Republic of Kazakhstan through Orенбургские steps to tell organizers of an anti-asbestos campaign no.